and welcome to Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. We have 5 guests, and we're going to start with Eric Bola. Eric is with the French American Chamber, and he's going to be giving us information on the upcoming annual wine tasting event that they host every year, and it's always a great event in New Orleans. And Christe Brewton is with Norley, the New Orleans Regional Institute, and she's got the registration coming up for the upcoming season. Graduation is fast upon us for that organization, and she's going to be talking about information on how you can be a part of the next leadership group. Floyd Simeon is with the Home Builders Association of Greater New Orleans. Some great information that he wants to share about some new information regarding home builders and residents and things you can be looking out for. And also got a fishing rodeo coming up that they're going to talk about. Javier Olondo is with Cervantes Foundation. They have a guitar festival coming up that sounds really incredible, so you'll want to hear that information. And finally, Elizabeth Dewey is with Delgado Community College, and they've got a real nice food tasting event coming up that I think you'll want to hear about as well. So stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. It's always a pleasure to have Eric Bola on the show. Eric is the president of the French American Chamber, and you mentioned we were talking. You've been with the chamber for over 4 years. I asked you. I said every time you come on the show, it seems like you're president. Are they always going to make you president forever?
I hope not. I'm
you do
trying
such
to
a
look
great
for a
job.
successor eventually.
You really do. And you were telling me that you're actually a lawyer.
Yes.
How long have you been in New Orleans?
It's been a long time now, since maybe 96.
96. How long has the French Chamber been in New Orleans?
I think it's the longest, the oldest French chamber in the U.S.
Wow. You know what? I do remember at one time on one of the shows we did talk about that. I think that's incredible because I know the Rotary Club in New Orleans is one of the oldest, like the 7th oldest in the world or something like that. New Orleans has always got this neat stuff. So, and the French Chamber is awesome as well. Every year you guys have just an incredible event. It's the Summer Wine Festival, and I think it's absolutely one of the best events of the year. If you're a wine lover, my God, it's like going to wine heaven, I guess you might say. I'm not a particular wine lover, but I learned so much about wine by going. So talk about the festival this year. Still going to be at Canal Shops?
It is still going to be at the shops at Canal Place, yes.
And what's the date?
June 4.
Okay.
So we moved it a little bit earlier in June the past couple of years. But last year we had a fantastic crowd. It was over 500 people, probably like 600.
That's just incredible.
We had wines coming from all the different purveyors in town. And food as well.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Café des Gars, Château du Lac, all the French restaurants, of course, and many others as well.
And the great thing about it is you just have wine and food set up all along the shops of Canal. I mean,
Correct.
It's just a great way to do it. Now, and the key thing is, it is the French American Chamber event, but you don't have to be a member of the Chamber to come enjoy this.
No, you don't.
And so from a price standpoint, chamber members get a discount in price?
Yeah, it's $45 for a member, and non-members, if you purchase it in advance, it's $65.
Okay.
And I think it's $75 at the door.
Okay. Can you go online and register?
Yes.
For the and we'll put this on the screen. The website is facc-gc.com.
Correct.
All the information about the chambers on the website, membership.
Yes.
Anything that guys are doing special now? Do you really get involved in the legislature with all the stuff that's going on right now?
No, we're not getting involved with the legislature. We act on the fun side, which means like we try to connect people, and therefore we have a lot of social networking events.
Yeah.
We did one recently at Santa Fe Restaurant with the Mexican consulate.
Oh, awesome.
And we're going to have another one planned with the Port of New Orleans pretty soon.
Membership's up, growing?
Yes, okay. Absolutely.
All right. Eric, again, always a pleasure to have you on the show. The event is on June the 4th at Shops at Canal Place. Absolutely, I can attest, it's one of the best events in New Orleans. More wine, more food than you can so-called shake a stick at. All the information on the website, facc-gc.com. We got a few more guests we got to run. Eric, thank you for taking time to be here. We always love having you on the show. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. We're very happy to have Christe Brewton on the show. Christe is the chairperson for an organization that I find very interesting, NORLI, the New Orleans Regional Leadership Institute. Thanks so much for taking time to be on the show with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
We'll talk about the upcoming registration, but real quick, the mission of NORLI, what is it that you guys do?
So our mission is really to have executives, leaders from for-profit, not-for-profit, throughout the region to apply to have the experience of, it's a 9-month program.
Wow.
You have a 2-day open and retreat and a 2-day close and retreat with graduation. And then the other months, other 7 months, every one day a month, we have a specific topic. And so those topics are healthcare, crime, sustainability, the environment, education. And with that, we have guest speakers, pretty much high profile people in the community that represent whatever the topic is of the day.
Wow.
And so you learn a lot about your community, you learn about a lot about the region. You don't participate to be a leader. You already are a leader because these are executives from all walks of life. You participate to learn more about your community and the region and what you can do to help make it better.
Are most, and I want to get into the registration because is it that the deadline is May the 16th?
The deadline
right?
is May 16th to apply to be.
And that's where I was going. Do you have to be accepted?
Yes, you have to be accepted.
Right.
So people apply. There's an application process. You can go to norli.org and find out all the information. But you apply, and from the applications, they pick people to represent the class. So we're looking for a diverse class over all the regions.
And it's not always, organizations like this, sometimes you think it's like the president of the company that's selected. It's not always like that, right?
Not always, but you're in a leadership
It's executive
position.
positions,
So it's
yeah.
executive positions. You could be the chief operating officer, you could be a manager, you could be an executive, vice president. They usually are in leadership positions.
And it's 14 parishes that make up the
10.
region? 10 parishes
10
make up
parishes.
the region? Okay. And again, registration is how much?
Register to
join?
apply. You have to apply. To apply, there's an application fee, and you can go to the website and see that. It's nominal. And then once you're accepted, there's a fee for the program for the year.
Okay. And we're going to run out of time real quick, but I do want to point out that all the information about the program can be found on the website as far as registration. And I will tell you this, Christe, we've got 2 people from Cox that have gone through the program. They speak so highly of this program. They both have said it is one of the best things they've ever done. They're young, up-and-coming executives in the company, and the people they met, they said, was just absolutely incredible. So
it's all different ages,
yeah.
but the most rewarding experience thing is personally and professionally the networking that you do.
That's exactly what they said.
And so as an alum, there's alum activities and educational sessions, even as an alumni.
Right.
And so it's
Again, the website is norli.org. They're telling me we got to wrap it up, or I may have to do Orly to get another job. So we got a couple more guests. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. It's always a great pleasure for us to have Floyd and Simeon in the building. Just a man full. We're going to do a show one day about all this home builder stuff you and I were just talking about. But Floyd is the president of the Home Builder Association of Greater New Orleans. And I was just reading, there's something new that's happened in January regarding subcontractors, and I mean, does that ring a bell with what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir. The licensing board, Louisiana State Licensing Board, which controls the licensing for residential and commercial construction, on the residential side, passed some new rules this year in January, making it a little bit more restrictive, but in the interest of protecting the consumer, so that a subcontractor can always work underneath a licensed general contractor. But they cannot go out and work on their own without being registered. A lot of the different trades. There's some
So
framing,
that wasn't a
bricklaying.
law before?
No, and there's different trades in the subs, but say like framing, bricklaying, there's 7 categories right now that they're required to register with the licensing board and maintain general liability and workman's comp.
So if a consumer, that's a great thing.
Yeah, it's a good reference point. Absolutely. And you know, Steve, we're coming into storm season.
Yep.
So, you know, if you need repairs done, if you need something strengthened up to do with your house that you're concerned about, doors, windows, things like that, anybody that approaches you, tells you they're a contractor, you need to check with the Louisiana State Licensing Board and confirm that they are indeed
Is there a
contractors.
website for that?
There is a website, Louisiana State Licensing Board. It'll take you to LSBC.
Okay.
And you can go there, or you can just call them, and they will confirm if the person's a contractor or not. And another important thing is any insurance somebody hands you, you should call that insurance company on that number on the paper and confirm that that insurance is actually current and relevant. Typically, when somebody hands you a copy of their insurance, it's usually been altered in some way. You should usually receive the insurance being mailed to you from the insurance company. Yes.
Again, we got to do a whole show with
Well,
tips from Floyd.
Even the banks now, there's a lot of banks, at least in our closer area, in Jefferson Parish and Orleans, that are not issuing loans if you don't have a licensed general contractor.
All right, this is great stuff.
Interesting.
Stay tuned for more.
Yeah.
We got to talk about the fishing rodeo real quick because it's coming up.
Fishing rodeo is coming up May 20th to the 21st.
Still can register?
Yeah, you can still register. It's open to the public. It's a lot of fun. We have about 100 people signed up right now.
You spend the night?
Cypress Cove Marina
Great.
down
That
in
sounds
Venice.
like
It's a
fun.
really good
You
time.
feed everybody that spends the night?
Yeah, we do different things. I'm not really sure the group that's putting our fishing rodeo together, they usually keep it quiet until right
Do
before.
you need your own boat? Or?
Oh, you can bring your own boat. We also schedule guides. So some of the groups go down there and they don't feel like, even guys with boats don't feel like bringing them down. They just want to eat and sleep and have a good time. If you've ever been to Cypress Cove Marina, it's
beautiful.
about,
I've been there.
It's fun. And the whole underside, the entire hotel is raised off the ground. So we usually sit under there and play cards and eat. And sometimes we have music and all kinds of things. So it's a really good
It's a little
time.
more than a fishing rodeo.
Oh yeah, it's 2 days of.
Is there a cost,
good time.
Eric, for the?
I believe
Floyd,
it's
I'm
$70 registration, somewhere around there. You can call the New Orleans Home Builders Association.
And we're going to put the website on the screen. It's hbagno.org. And wrapping me up,
correct.
but all information on the Fishing Rodeo, Home Builders Association. I greatly appreciate you sharing that information at the very beginning. We did take a little too long on that, and I don't want to gloss over the Fishing Rodeo. It's awesome. It's May 20th and the 21st. We got a couple more guests. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Very happy to have Javier Olondo with us. He is the director of Cervantes Foundation. Thanks for being on the show. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Steve.
I just don't think we've ever had anybody on from the foundation before. So with that, if you don't mind, give us a little information about the organization, sort of your mission and things like that.
Sure. Cervantes Fundación Hispanoamericana de Arte, which is
Man, I really
the
don't
English.
say that anywhere near as pretty as you do.
Well, but Cervantes Foundation is a nonprofit that has in its mission to promote the Latino arts and culture in our state. So that being said, we do yearly events like the Que Pasa Fest that celebrates the Hispanic Heritage Month, and we have a big festival at Lafreniere Park, and also we kind of showcase all the genres and arts, culinary arts, music, dance, and that is in October. And then we have, and that's the reason I'm here, we have the Guitar Festival, right? The New Orleans International Guitar Festival.
This is your second year, right?
This is our second year.
Okay.
And so Cervantes puts all these events, yearly events and some other occasional events to promote the Latino arts and culture and bring that here to our city.
Wow, and it's free and open to the public.
It's free and open to the public, absolutely. The Guitar Festival itself is the second New Orleans International Guitar Festival. So we have guitarists coming from different countries, the U.S. of course, and then we have from Spain, Peru, Brazil, Venezuela, Cuba. So many guitarists, Spain, I don't know if I said already, and many guitarists from around the world playing different genres of music.
Are there different times that during the day, or is it?
All the events are going to be mostly in the evening. We have a schedule already up on the website, and
We'll put that on the screen.
Yes, and the New Orleans International Guitar Festival, I mean, our idea is to showcase the guitar with its enormous possibility. It's a very popular instrument. Everybody has a guitar at home and loves the guitar music. And so the idea was to showcase the guitar in all its capabilities as a very versatile instrument, right? So all genres of music, not only classical, but also songwriting, also rock, also jazz, jazz. So we're very excited that we have different artists, different ways to speak through the guitar, right?
And it's the 15th to the 21st, free and open to the public. I think that's incredible. So again, we'll put the website on the screen, and the website will tell what events are taking place, what times, and so forth, and all of that.
That is right. In the website, you have all the locations for the events, for the concerts. We also have a young artist performance competition, so
Awesome.
we get the younger generation of guitarists involved too.
Is that something you can register on the website for?
Yes,
Okay.
for the competition, absolutely, yes.
Volunteers? Are you looking for volunteers?
Volunteers for the guitar festival. We're always looking for volunteers for all our festivals. So in the website CervantesFoundation.org, there is a link where you can also register and be a volunteer for our organization.
Awesome.
Always looking for people that want to help.
And you play yourself, right?
And I play myself. I'm a classical
Will you be playing
guitarist.
during the
I
festival?
will be playing at the opening concert. This is going to be at Trinity Episcopal Church, and this will be the Sunday the 15th.
Javier, they're wrapping me up. I greatly appreciate you being here. Please continue to come back on the show. Give us updates from time to time. We have one more guest. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Our final guest today is Elizabeth Duet. She is with Delgado Community College. Welcome to the show. Your first time to be on the show. Thanks so much for being here. Love Delgado Community College. You guys do such a great job supporting and benefiting the community. Won't get into really what all the college does, but we want to get into Argentine Night that you have coming up.
Right. So Tulane Stone Center of Latin American Studies partnered with our culinary program to put together nights of, we had a Caribbean night, which to teach about Caribbean culture and food, and now we're doing an Argentine night with Chef Adolfo.
Oh my God. Now, is this the first time that you've partnered like this? Or?
With Tulane, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
cool.
for a culinary event like this. So we got Chef Adolfo to come, and he does a cooking demonstration, and he talks about the history of Latin American culture. He has a degree in history and Latin American studies.
Oh, that's
and
awesome. So it's more than just cooking. It's a little bit of history and a whole lot of
It's a little bit of
things.
history and education, and the food is absolutely amazing.
I bet. And when is it?
Amazing. This is May 13th at 7 o'clock, and you can get tickets at our website, www.dcc.edu.
And we'll put that on the screen.
Great. And
is it at the college? Is that where it's held?
It is at the college. It's in our culinary kitchen. So we set up high top tables in the kitchen, and he cooks, and you can watch him cook, and it's a really intimate setting. There's only about 20 to 25 people that can fit in the area. So you're at capacity when you have 25 people. Right,
so
right. And it's also
it's like register now, right?
Yes, register now, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And is there a cost? Because it's a fundraiser.
$45 a person.
Okay. Do you eat what he?
You eat what
cooks?
he makes, and we have some of the menu items right here. He's going to have empanadas. We're going to have a steak with a chimichurri sauce. There's ensalada rusa, which is an Argentinian potato salad. And what was the other item? Gnocchi, handmade potato dumplings.
Wow.
So, and also we have really delicious Argentinian wines. And then we're going to do an Argentine cocktail as well.
Oh my gosh, that sounds incredible.
So you can
for
come in and get your,
that's
yes,
it?
for
That's not bad
$45.
at
And
all.
it's more than enough food. It's not just a tasting, you get full meals. So.
Okay. And again, that website is www.dcc.edu. It's on the screen.
Yes.
All the information about the event can be found, how to register and all that kind of stuff.
All
Well,
that's there.
Will you know when you register if like it's too full? I mean, if you're sold out?
Yes, it has the number of spaces left.
So again, register now.
Yes. Yes.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you so much for being on the show.
And there's a few people that we haven't put on the list yet, so.
That are like guests?
Right, that are guests. So it looks like there's more spaces open than what there really is.
Oh, well, that's great. Hey, again, thanks so much for being on the show. Best of luck with the event. It sounds like it's going to be absolutely incredible. You've been watching Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer. Thanks so much for being a part of the show, and we'll see you next time.